channel, that is Arundhati's e-learning hub. Today we are going to learn about the topic that is from the composition section, letter writing. Okay. Letter writing. So there are four skills in grammar or in English language. We know that's listening, speaking, reading and writing. So all these four skills are very much interrelated. When a person is able to speak, he or she has the capability of listening, then he can just read, and finally a person, when he has acquired all these skills, that is listening, speaking, reading, he will be able to write. And writing is a very important skill. Okay, so today the topic that we are going to learn about is from the writing portion, that is letter writing. So what is a letter? Letter is a medium of communication. When I say letter is a medium means way. It is a way of communication. Communication means it is a way of talking. There are certain times when we are not able to talk to the person directly. So at that time what we do? We just put up a letter there. There are certain issues like losing of a mobile phone, it can be, or just it can be a leave application, or it can be an application to the, that is, electricity office. So as for there are many instances like this. Okay, so before we proceed, I will just try to mention about the letter. So letter is a medium of communication, a way of talk. Okay, so there are two kinds of letter: formal and informal. Formal letter is also called official letter. Formal letter is also called official letter. Why? Because this kind of letters are sent to offices, schools, colleges, any other institutions. Okay, so formal letter is also called official letter because this kind of formal letters we send in offices, schools, colleges and institutions. Okay, and here we have to be very strict with the words that we use. We cannot say hi and hello, hi dear. We cannot use all these things in a formal letter writing. The second part is informal letter. Informal letter is also called personal letter. Why it is personal letter? Because we send to our family, friends, near and dear ones. Near and dear ones. It can be our close relatives, it can be our family members, it can be our neighbors, anything. Okay, and whichever words we will not use in formal, we can use in informal. Okay, we are free to choose the that is words, but to some extent we have to keep a limit to the use of the words. Okay, so let me show you the first format, that is the way of writing. How will you write a formal letter? Okay, formal letter. There are many different ways. You know that earlier there was a tradition that date will be written on the right hand side, then you will have to start with this that is salutation here. So nowadays the present status of writing has totally changed. Okay, we are in the new era of that is writing. That is, we have to just forget about the traditional method of writing. Nowadays everything should be in the left hand side. So the very format of writing a letter, that is formal letter writing, I am going to show it now. Okay, so the first one is receiver's address. Receiver's address. Okay, receiver's address. If I am going to write a letter to my letter to the principal, then I have to write the principal's address here. As for example, to to the principal, Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, Siliguri, etc. Okay. Next is date. The word date we are not going to write. Rather, we can write August 24th, 2023. Okay. So this you will avoid. Just for showing, I am just writing. For your remembrance, I am writing the points. First is receiver's address. Second is date. Third is subject. Subject is the vital part of a formal letter. The subject should be there in a formal letter, but in informal letter you will just avoid. You will not write any subject there. And the subject means the content of the letter. What is the topic that you are going to write about? Okay? And subject should be highlighted. That means when you just write the subject, suppose application for leave, that application for leave you have to underline. That is called highlight. Fourth is salutation. Salutation means how you address the person. As for example, respected sir or madam. Okay? Number 5 is introduction along with the body of the letter. Body of the letter. Okay. So introduction. When I say introduction, we used to write the format like for the subject cited above, or most respectfully I beg to state that. So you have to start, that is the introduction part. Along with that, you will not leave any paragraph. Along with that, you can just write the body of the letter. Body of the letter contains the main part. That is what is the content. When I have talked about that application for leave, you can write, most respectfully I beg to state that I could not attend the school as I was ill. Okay. So that is the body of the letter. That means the main thing that you are going to write. After the introduction, you can just continue with the sentence. 6 is ending note. Ending note means how you finish up the letter. Simply you cannot finish up the letter. In the ending part, we just request to the authority to just grant the leave or grant the application that to whom we are writing. So how do we write that? Ending note, it talks about, as in the case of application for leave, I'm just giving an example of that. That is question, that is application for leave. The ending note should be, I hope your honor would be kind enough to grant me a leave. That will be the ending note for that question. So last but not the least is the subscription. Subscription means yours sincerely, yours faithfully, and above that you can just add thanking you. Okay, so these are the types of this is the format of writing a formal letter. First is receiver's address, date, subject, salutation, introduction along with the body of the letter, ending note. After ending note you can just add thanking you, then at last subscription. Subscription is nothing but how you just mention yours sincerely, yours faithfully. In the case of informal we write yours affectionately, yours lovingly. Okay, so this is the format of writing a formal letter. So in my next video I will just come up with the informal letter. Okay, till then, thank you.